last but not least, here we are, Italy. I'm I'm doing a couple different videos about Italy, but this is the one where I talk about everything, right? And my ups and downs, because there are downs to this journey, surprisingly enough. I cannot wait to play every single one of these planes in AirRB. I cannot wait to spade these. This will be the one tier, the one tree I think I'll spade everything, aside from maybe the bombers. This one definitely. This nation's tree is the most interesting lineup of planes I've ever seen. Give me a tech tree that has arguably the best jets in the game right now, with a German 109, a series of macaroni fighters that can almost outturn Spitfires and outspeed them, armed to the gills with 20s and 50s. We have bombers with 102 millimeter cannons that fire a variety of different shells. I mean, you have it all. You have it all. We have fighters that carry torpedoes. And we're not talking about the Wyvern. We're talking about an actual fully fledged fighter that carries a torpedo. Everybody needs to just bow down to the goddamn mobsters right now, man. These planes are sick. And now I don't know, again, because it's the dev server, I don't know if they're all going to stay like this. I don't know if these jets are going to stay so good. But as it stands, oh, Italy's looking right, dude. Italy is looking right. I absolutely love these planes. I love their playstyle. I love how they fly. I flew a couple of them in sim against chicken, just fucking around against AIs, and they fly so well in sim. They fly really well in RB. The G91 series, I'm making a separate video on specifically to talk about why it's so good right now and what they need to do with it, what hopefully what they're going to do with it. But I mean, they have the uniqueness of 38 rockets and rocket pods that are all heat-based rockets that kill tanks just as easily as HVARs do. I mean, it's incredible. It's super cool, and I love every bit of this tree with all of my heart. I don't think I've ever had so much fun playing this game as to flying these planes, and I don't know what it is. It's just something about the finally been waiting for Italian planes for so long, and they're here now, and they're good. I think that's part of it. I think the only other thing that'll rile me up more is just the French tanks. I think that'll set me over the edge. I might just have to, I'd hit Nirvana and I'd have to stop. So in the background, I'm in the hangar still talking, but you're going to be watching some gameplay of the G56 and the macaroni planes and sim and whatnot, and they're just fun. They're absolutely fun. They all have good cannons. The airplane structures and stuff were changed up a bit this patch. Planes actually die now and whatnot, and it's just been fantastic. I absolutely love it. And I really can't wait for these tree. And I'm not saying this stuff to really hype you guys up, but at the same time, it's like, I want you to know what this tree holds. I really hope that Gaijin implements in some way these planes playing with another nation, maybe Germany, hopefully Germany, somehow in ground forces and whatnot, because I really, really want to fly these planes on the same battlefield as I drive a Tiger or a Leopard. If I could fly a G91 and play the Leopard, it would be absolutely crazy. So, yeah, that's just the overview of the Italian nation. I'm just going to take a look at the rest of the planes in case you guys didn't get a chance to hop onto the dev server. I don't think many people went through painstakingly and looked at every single Italian plane, so that's what we're going to do right now, is just kind of go through, talk about the Italian planes and how they fly. Anything you see that's spaded, I flew pretty significantly and tried out a lot, so I hope you guys understand that. So let's take a look at Tier 1. We have a couple biplanes. We have this BA 65. I flew this into a real game, and it's pretty maneuverable, surprisingly enough. It's armed with 250s and 230 cals, I believe. Two 7.7s. And just super fun plane to fly. It's got the tail gunner. It's just typical of what Baron and I used to do in our secret missions, and I love every bit of that plane. I think the cockpit too. Look at the cockpit. Is that just not the stupidest looking thing you've ever seen? It's hilarious. It's like you're in a chicken coop. We have the CRs, and we've seen these in game before. The CR-42, the G50s. We've seen these in games. The MC200s, the 202. If we preview this thing, it looks pretty similar, reminiscent to what we have in game already. And we have the, wait, is it the same skin? Alright, that's a little bugger right now, but regardless, we have the 202, and then it starts to get unique. We have the Breda 88 here. If we take a look at right now, it is a dual engine kind of, it's reminiscent of like a Mosquito or something, like an F7F kind of thing. It's got a tail gunner. It's pretty cool, pretty fast looking vehicle here, and I believe it can carry some bombs, so it can carry 3 100s. Let's see if they're underwing. They're like inside the fuselage of the plane. This will be a cool, fun little thing to take out just to putt around in. It's got 350s on the left side of the nose, which is just weird. I don't know why they're all there. We have the MC202EC. We take a look at, has the same skin right now as the normal MC202. I'm sure it has a little bit better performance. If we take a look at the soft stats, 59. They might have the same flight model right now. I don't know what the EC stands for. Then we go to the MC205s, which are way faster than the 202s. We can see here they're pretty good at competing with themselves. Take a look at one of these. Cool looking aircraft. They have the long nose. That's really hard to see over. But they're good looking aircraft. I mean, you can't hate on them one bit. After the 205s, we get to the 205N2, which I flew in sim. And this plane is incredibly fast at 4.0. It's super good. I mean, it has 3 20 mils and 2 50 cals. It's just super fast. I climbed, I think, to 2K in like a minute or two in sim, not knowing what degree I was climbing in and whatnot. And it's just, they fly like Spitfires with, they have a pizzazz. They don't turn as well as Spits. I wouldn't dare say that, but they definitely have something that's, you know, very, very odd. It's hard to put my tongue on. Here we have the G55, which is the normal tree version of the G55S, which we have as a premium. This thing's armed with 120 mil and 450s in a very odd format. So we have 2 on top and 2 on the bottom of the engine, which are pretty odd. I've never seen that in a plane before, but pretty cool nonetheless. And then we get to the G55 Series 1, which is dazzling, to say the least. Look at this camo. I mean, it's so bright and vivid. I don't know what kind of monitors you guys are running, but this monitor, god damn, my eyes are coming out my face hole. It's intense. And this thing has 320s and 250s as well. I believe it can actually carry some bombs, which it can, 2 100-kilogram bombs, which is nice. I probably would never fly it out with that. Just use it for the lulz on destroying allies. Now, the G56 is a plane that I've flown the most out of all of the planes, aside from the jets, and this plane is incredible. I mean, 677 kph at 7k meters is fast. It is a fast plane. It climbs pretty damn well. It's comparable to a 109 in most regards, aside from turning. I believe it turns better than a 109, and I know flying against Chicken in sim, it was turning pretty well with the K4 that he was flying. So for a 5.0 vehicle and plane, I think this thing will give most planes a run for their money in that tier, especially a P-51 and whatnot. We have the 109 G14. G14 is one of my favorite planes in the game. I love the 109s, you guys know that, and the fact that they added an Italian one with this dope-ass skin on it just makes me even more excited to play it. If we take a look at the modifications, we can switch out the nose with a 30 or a 20, which is nice. We can carry 30s or 20s under the wing, which is nice, and 1-250, which is trademark of the 109 series, and just an overall beast 5.3 fighter. Then we skip over to the F-84G, which is better than the F-84 that's in the American tree right now. This thing can carry HVARs up the wazoo, as you can see here, which is pretty unique. I believe it's 24. Is it 24 of them? Yeah, 24 HVAR and 2 tiny Tims, all on one plane. I mean, I don't even know. I have no idea. We have the G91s, which I'm making a separate video on, so you guys will see that in due time. And then if we go down the bomber tree, we have just some unique bombers here. We have the P108A, which is a 102 millimeter armed bomber. We have a 102 millimeter cannon stuffed in there, as you can see, which is pretty goddamn crazy. And this thing is super cool to fly. It has a it has these turrets, remote controlled turrets, on the back of the engines, and these two little, I don't know, are they turrets? Two little turrets. Are guys using them? I don't know if these are the guys using the remote controlled turrets or whatnot. We have bow gunners and a back gunner, and it's just a cool plane. I mean, there's nothing really like it in the game right now. You could say it's comparable to some of the big cannon mosquitoes and stuff, but I just think it's really cool. And then we go into the other long-range bombers that we have in this tree. And I mean, like, look at this camo. Come on, it looks like a flying thing of potpourri or vomit. I don't even know what to call it. It's hilarious. It's funny. I just want to fly it, you know? I just want to play them. And we have the Series 2 here. And we'll take a look at the bomb loads of these two, because I figure that's what you bomber pilots care about, right? It's like, I've been waiting 35 minutes to see what you do, and you haven't shown us. So this thing can carry 3 torpedoes, which is pretty interesting, or 6 500 kilogram bombs. Let's research it real quick, just so I can see these torpedoes, what they look like. I want to see if they're outside the plane. Carry 3 torpedoes. That's so stupid. Oh, did I already get the torpedo modification? Yeah, I did. Alright, 3 torpedoes. Yeah, carry some all underneath. That's so funny. Look, what is up with the nose of this plane? This shit looks like my nose after I got hit by Duke and broke it. Oh man, what a funny tree. I'm so excited to be playing this stuff. And then we have, of course, the Sperry and a tier 1, blah blah blah. I'm done talking about this tree. I hope you guys enjoyed my entire coverage of the dev server. This is going to conclude my entire series. Not a ton of content in terms of vehicles, like tanks and stuff. There's only, I think, a handful, but 6 that are really interesting to me. But the fact that the entire Italian tree is just dope and full of fun aircraft to fly and stuff, I'm really excited to see this. And I'm really excited to be playing all of them on separate videos and showcasing what they really hold and their true potential. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the coverage. Let me know what I can do better next time the dev server comes out. Do you guys like the style I did? I like to break them up into separate videos because it helps me for search results and views and stuff when people can only look at one thing. And I also understand, and it's also easier for my brain. You know, I can pick one thing and do one thing. I don't have to worry about missing anything when I do a full overview, because I know that always happens. But let me know if you guys want just one full overview next time the dev server comes out. I'll do that. Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.